I know you miss me. I know you miss me. I know you miss me, but Hello, interwebs. It is I, Sebastian from InvestComics.com and Famous Faces and Funnies, and this is a very wobbly table fic. You may have noticed that for Thanksgiving you had something to be thankful for. You had no me for 2 weeks. Yes, you're welcome. Dave, our trusted cameraman, had to take care of his mom for the 1 week, and I was out of town for the other week. So now I've got this giant stack of 2.5 weeks. There's not all 3 weeks that, it was this week, and it should be the 2 we missed. But there's not all of them because I'm not that organized and don't know where the hell I put everything. But this is about 2.5 weeks worth of comics. What we're going to do, normally our Thanksgiving tradition has always been the turkey versus gravy. If it's, this book wasn't so great, it's turkey. It's a jive turkey. But if it's awesome, then it's just gravy. This is gravy. This is the Thanksgiving leftovers, because it's after Thanksgiving, it's multiple weeks, and we're still going to do the turkey and gravy, because it takes me forever to do 1 week's worth of books. It'll take me 6 forevers to do 2.5 weeks, because 1, I talk too much, and 2, I'm not great at math. Also, I'm an island unto myself. I'm an island. See, it was on the floor. I don't know. I have issues. Anyway, let's start with, from Red Circle, issue 2 of The Fox. All right, we got Mark Waid, we got Dean Haspel. It's gravy. This book is so gravy. I love it. Batwing, number 26, Palmiotti and Gray, or as I like to call them, Palmiotti and Gravy. See what I did there? Longshot Saves the Marvel Universe, number 3. This issue is gravy. The first issue was sort of a turkey. The second issue was turkey with gravy. By issue 3, it's gravy, and I expect pure, wonderful gravy goodness from number 4, because that's the kind of thing I expect, damn it. It's much better than I thought it would end up. Six Gun Gorilla is gravy. Sometimes heartbreaking gravy, but gravy. Suicide Risk, number something or other. Number 8. Gravy, pure gravy. Boom's good at gravy. They are like a gravy factory. What the heck is this? The Mocking Dead is a little bit of turkey with gravy, but it's turkey on purpose. So it's not like, they're like, oh, this book is silly and whatever. They knew what they were doing, and it's intentional turkey. But as a result, that means you may be leery, so it's up to you. But it is turkey with gravy. We'll go there. Letter 44, pure gravy. Okay, this book is weird kind of sci-fi with a realistic modern-day political backdrop, and it's just gravy. Gravy. Can't talk too much. Got a lot of books. Pathfinder Goblins. It's gravy. Gravy with great chunks of God knows what goblins would throw in their gravy. Weird smelling head cheese gravy, but it's so good. Gravy. All new X-Men number 19. It's actually gravy. I'm digging X-Men lately. I don't know what to tell you. Pretty Deadly. Gravy. Slightly psychedelic gravy. The mushrooms in the gravy may not be the mushrooms you expected to be in there, because I don't think I know 100% what's going. No, let's go. I know I don't know 100% what's going on in here. Kelly DeConnick can make you cry in letters columns. That woman, she writes this whole little thing about a conversation with her kid and all this. It's almost better than the book, and the book is really good. But again, I'm not certain. I don't know 100% what's happening in here, but I know I like it, and I know that it's one of those. It's not the book. It's me. It's me. I'm not smart enough for this book, and I'm hoping that it explains it in a little simpler terms for me later. And the art is just beyond gravy, because it's Eman Rios and te amo, Eman Rios. Indestructible Hulk, number 16. Gravy! Humanity bomb! Gravy! Hawkeye, number 14. Kate Bishop in L.A. Pure gravy. So much better than... Don't. I'm glad that Young Avengers thing is ending. Don't you use her wrong, Kieran Gillen. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. I see you thinking about stop it. Critter, number 16. Oh, Paradox is a scheming bastard. Gravy. Pure gravy. This guy, really cool. Cameo appearance. So good. Gravy. Itty Bitty Hellboy. Itty bitty gravy. No, big gravy. Itty bitty Hellboy. Never ending. From the Dark Horse. Total gravy. The idea of a Superman-like character who just can't die, and at this point is willing to help his Lex Luthor-esque baddie actually kill him because he's sick of it. He's lived through too many decades and watched everyone he knows dies, and he's tired of the never-ending battle. He wants an end. So is already the premise great and is gravy. Rat Queens, number 3. They wrote it in words to fool me. I'm looking for a number. Issue number 3. This book, such crazy, total gravy. I love this book. If you have ever liked any kind of Pathfinder, Dungeons and Dragons role-playing game, this is good. Kurt Weiss, so freaking amazing. Gravy, pure gravy. The Max recolored. Gravy, it's retouched gravy. Somebody fixed the gravy. Teen Titans number 25. It's just a turkey. It's like turkey you left out on the table the night before and it started it's turkey you know was good once, but it's dried up and hard to even look at. But you keep it on the table because this was that turkey that was once, this was your prize turkey. But horrible things have happened to it. Am I too rough on this? I don't know. Avengers Arena number 18. Gravy. From a book I'll admit, not only did I not expect this book to be gravy, I totally didn't want it to be gravy. I wanted it to be the worst kind of turkey. And it turned out to be one of the best kind of gravy. Who knew? I think I'm on board for the Avenger Kids as Spies stuff because for a guy named Hopeless, I like him. You know, he does not live up to his name. Aquaman number 25. Total crazy gravy. Gravy. King of the Gravy Sea. Ghostbusters number 10. Gravy. Who you gonna call? Gravy Busters. Unlikely Hero Studios does Super number 3. This book is beyond gravy. They're thinking of a Kickstarter to make these figures. Go to that Kickstarter and make it happen because I want a Furious Fire Ant figure. Make that happen. I want a toy Furious Fire Ant. I want a T-shirt with I don't know if I want a toy of the Streak because he tends to be naked, but it's so good, so good. Talon number 13. Gravy. Nova number 100. Gravy with extra gravy because in his official comic book debut you get, look at this, it's Nova number 1000 by this is him. This is the JL8 guy. He gets to do, I don't understand why Marvel was smart enough and DC didn't go, holy shit, why do we not just hire him and do JL8 as an actual book? Because what the hell, people? So that's like gravy that makes me incensed. Wolverine and the X-Men Annual number 2, or Annual number 1, in stereo for some reason. I don't know how that happened. But both of them were really good. I read it in surround sound. It's Kid Gladiator and his part of the Infinity battles, and of course Kid Gladiator is awesome. And did Jason Aaron write this? He must have, but it doesn't say on the outside. Yes, Jason Aaron wrote this, Nick Bradshaw drew it. So it's gravy with gravy and gravy in gravy space with Kid Graviator. It's so good. Wolverine the X-Men number 38. Gravy! Superior Spider-Man number 22. Gravy. Gravy that I feel guilty about it. It's that gravy you caught me in the middle of the night with a big spoon in my mouth. You in my gravy? Yeah, sorry, I was in your gravy. Superman number 25. Turkey. Sad turkey. They kill a turkey character that was just on his way to becoming gravy and replace it with a gravy storyline. This is the death of New 52 Superboy. Just when I was starting to like him. Turkey on top of turkey. Red Lantern 25. Gravy. Jonah Hex 25. Crazy gravy. Jonah Hex plus John Constantine plus demons at a wild sex fest orgy in the middle of the desert. You don't get any more gravy than that. This is like twisted baby gravy. Speaking of baby gravy, Saga gravy. Damn you, Brian K. Vaughan. Scarlet Spider gravy that I'm sad is ending. Legends of Red Sonja, multiple gravy. It's like a bunch of gravies mixed together, and like, oh, you put that in your gravy? That's weird, but it all works. Is gravy. Noir issue number 2, gravy. Shadow Now, turkey. Ash and the Army of Darkness is turkey with gravy, but again, the turkey parts, they were turkey on purpose. It's not like they were like, oh, we're doing it's Ash and the Army of Darkness. You expected that. Black Bat. Normally, I would dub this book a turkey, but this particular issue is that we'll go turkey with gravy because it's on its way to an about face and redeeming itself. And I mean, it was never like bad. It just wasn't great, but now it's on its way towards a betterness. Bionic Man, I'm a go turkey. Battlestar Galactica, gravy. Lords of Mars, Tarzan and John Carter is gravy. Lone Ranger, always gravy. Xenoscope, Robin Hood Wanted Drip. For some reason, I don't know what it is. I can't even, not even like I don't know, but like I have no clue. I can't say specifically what it is that I like about Xenoscope's Robin Hood stuff, but I love it. I don't know why. So, gravy, total trade graviness. Hit List, this book is pretty cool. Gravy. Quest, gravy. This is Hit List number 2, by the way. Quest number 1. Yeah, this is gravy. I wasn't sure what to expect, but it's a cool little mini series. I like their mini series because I haven't read all of their stuff. So when they do these little new mini things like this and Hit List, I get to jump on with this and not be lost in the wait. This all ties into something bigger and an ongoing backstory. This makes me happy. I mean, there's ongoing, there's always, but this is a lot easier jumping on point than normal for me. The Shadow number 19. The Shadow number 19 is gravy. Deja Thoris and the Green Men of Mars, gravy. Jennifer Blood, turkey with gravy. It's a turkey that I consider gravy because it's one of my guilty pleasures. I hated this book for a while. I loved it in the beginning, hated it under the new direction, and have learned to love it again. I don't necessarily know if it got better or I just acclimated. And wow, I want to read Badass number 1. Is that wrong? I want to say I'm reading a comic called Badass, but if Kick-Ass and Deadpool had a baby, it would be Badass. For that alone, I'm curious. Pathfinder, no, this is a 40-page Pathfinder special. Gravy. These Pathfinder books make me want to find a party and play Pathfinder. But then I look in the back of the gaming store and see the people who come here to play Pathfinder, and I don't want to play anymore. But this makes me want to play. Battlestar Galactica Starbuck, gravy. So much fun. Warlord of Mars 29, gravy. I just get a kick out of these books. I don't know what to tell you. Red Sonja number 5. Gail Simone, Red Sonja. That is already gravy. And then the stories, she's been knocking it out of the park every time with this. It's so refreshing to read. I haven't really liked the rest of their. I haven't liked Red Sonja since back when it was at Marvel, or the actual books. But this has turned it all around. Gail's got a great Red Sonja voice. Who knew Gail could write a powerful, headstrong redhead? It seems so out of character for her. Oh wait, that's her? That's Batgirl? That's Red Sonja? Oh my goodness. It's like this was tailor-made for her, and I can't believe it took the world this long. Who should we get to write Red Sonja? What about Gail Simone? Really? Really? It took that long? I'm disappointed in everyone in the comic industry, including myself. Someone should have written a letter a long time ago and said, hey, you know what? Why not this? We're all collective idiots. Amazing Spider-Man 700.1. Peter Parker Lost Story. Really, really good. It made me happy. Everybody buy it so that your money will say they should bring Peter Parker back today. They Marvel. They don't have the most straightforward continuity in the universe. They just ripped time in half and can have, Cyclops and Cyclops, not even like two characters like the Hawkeyes. You got Hawkeye and Hawkeye. No, they've got Cyclops and young Cyclops running around at the same time, kind of having conversations, and now they're on the same team. So it would not be impossible to have a superior Spider-Man, a amazing Spider-Man, and a Spider-Man 2099 all running around at the same time. We could just call the book Spider-Man. Think of the interplay fights that group would have. That'd be awesome. It'd be like Spider-Man team up in a whole new level because he's teaming up with Spider-Man.
Don't get Miles.
Throw in, bring in Miles and Scarlet Spider and just make a whole book of Spider-Man. The highly dysfunctional Spider-Man. I'd totally read it. Superiorly amazing dysfunctional Spider-Man. But yes, it's gravy. Superior Spider-Man team up. Really good gravy and a poignant ending. This new Doc Ock mentality, he's a thinker. And in moments, he's not just a dick. I mean, he is a dick, don't get me wrong. But he's not just a dick. And that's what we call depth in a character, ladies and gentlemen. That's the difference between a static character and a dynamic character. Okay? That's English 101. I know, because I can teach that. So, well played, everybody. Quantum and Woody, greatest gravy in the history of gravy. Oh my God, there are things in here. I was dying. I was telling my wife this morning. Quantum goes up against what turns out to be a racist militia, and in their race this way, it actually ends with this little hillbilly, racist militia kid pointing out, and all they see is, he tries to go undercover, and he's like, "Oh, you don't actually have black people here, do you?" And the kid's like, "Mommy, you were right. The president's come to take our guns." Because clearly, if it's a black guy coming into your racist militia, it must be Obama. This book is hysterical. And it just is not afraid to just walk up and slap the universe in the face. This book is just gravy, and gravy. Absolution, Happy Kitty, special number 1. So crazy great. This is the origin of Happy Kitty. The crazy little over-sexualized Japanese assassin chick from the Absolution books. And oh my God, it's heartbreaking. It is actually heartbreaking. She's apparently assassin savant. It's the most dangerous, she's like Kick-Ass Burgers. See what I did there? She's, it's heartbreaking, and heartbreaking. Also, it will break your heart. I just thought you should know. I hope this is in the trade for the new Absolution series that just ended, which I want them to solicit for already because I want to own it on my shelf. Christos Gage is quite possibly my god. Yeah, I'm atheist. I can say stuff like that and not feel blasphemous. Yeah, no, Christos Gage is my god. I'm good with that. Actually, I'm not atheist. I'm a hapathist. It's really more that I don't care than I think I know anything, is what it boils down to. Green Arrow number 26. Gravy. I'm loving Green Arrow. And the show, Arrow, also gravy. TV gravy. Barry Allen, graviness. Very young, youthful Barry Allen, but nonetheless, gravy. It's like daycare flesh. Fearless Defenders is over. Oh, see, the book is sad, but it's gravy. Oh, and it ends on a gravy note. Oh, so that was good. And I think I'm actually going to start buying another X book. God damn it, because Cullen Bunn, another one of my writing gods, is, now that this is over, they've announced today what his unannounceable X book was going to be. Cullen Bunn is writing the Magneto ongoing series, which is going to be like he billed it as a darker detective noir crime Magneto, where he's he's Magneto. Sometimes he's the good guy, sometimes he's the bad guy, sometimes he's both. And it's Cullen Bunn, and it's going to be awesomeness. It'll be gravy when that happens, but this is gravy right now. Indestructible Hulk Annual, number 1. Tony Stark and Banner in a brain off against a former teacher of theirs who's even brainier off than they are. And this is so crazy cerebral gravy. and dickhead gravy, because both of them are absolute dicks to each other because they can be. The movement, gravy, and despite the little, I'm gonna spoil this for you. See this X over the Rat King over Mouse over there. Don't let that fool you. He's not as dead as they want you to think, and that's very important. Damn you, Gail Simone. You almost made me cry, because I love that character. I love this book, but I love that character. And Virtue is really cool, and should eventually tie into a Green Lantern book, because she's like awesomely the entire spectrum, and I love everything so subtle that was done with that it took me, well, at least it took me a while to figure out that, wow, her power works within the same color emotion spectrum as the Lantern books. So gravy all around. Swamp Thing number 26. Swamp Thing number 26. Natural organic gravy. See, because it's a Swamp Thing. Cedar has won. So Woodrow is the new Avatar. He takes on Animal Man. Animal Man is pissed. It's Swamp Thing, it's Animal Man, it's Charles Soule, and it's Jesus Saez. This is just like a gravy smorgasbord for me. This is like the gravy of the month club sampler platter. It is so good. I love everyone involved in this. I love these guys. I can't wait for them to solicit for the trades for the first part of the Charles, since Charles Soule's taken over, because this is probably my favorite New 52 book right now. Which says a lot and not much, because I'm really meh on a lot of New 52, and there are a handful that I hate. But this is my favorite book right now. I don't have words, and you've watched enough of these shows, or enough of this particular episode, to know I always have words. I never shut the fuck up. But this is beyond words from me, gravy. Inhumanity, meh. It's meh. Guardians of the Galaxy, gravy. Some people will complain that they don't think Francesco Francovilla's style works well for the outer space sci-fi. To you, I say, you're wrong, because he's to awesomes, and you can put him on anything, and it will be awesomer for his awesomosity. So it's gravy. Suck it, naysayers. Amazing X-Men, Quest for Nightcrawler, number 2. Gravy, 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 gravy. Let me also go on a record and say I'm not thrilled with the whole, once again, removing of Wolverine's healing factor. It's been done. It was stupid then. It's being done again. It's stupid now. But that aside, doesn't really affect much the graviosity of this graviness right here. Pure gravy. I don't remember the... Oh, I do. This is gravy, because Greg Pak has gone back and forth between... Greg Pak's gone back and forth between turkey gravy, turkey gravy, turkey gravy with his DC Universe stuff. For example, turkey. Just turkey. We're going to call Superman, Batman number 6, Batman, Superman number 6. We're going to call it a turkey, and it's going to gobble its way over here. But in a redeeming moment, he managed to put out in the same week Action Comics number 26, which was, it's like Superman versus like Godzilla-esque, you know.
Kaiju.
So yeah, Superman versus Kaiju, and it's total gravy because it's Superman versus Kaiju. So really, what's not to love? And who's doing the art on this? Aaron Cooter, gravy. Superior Spider-Man 23. Remember that part where he said he's not always a dick? He's a total dick in this. But he's the gravy kind of dick. He's just such a douche to Flash. But then, you know what's worse than getting gravy on your outfit at Thanksgiving? Getting the Venom symbiote on yourself if you're Spider-Man. So, oops. It was a spill. I think I may have reviewed this. I don't know. See, I don't even know what's in what pile. So we'll just go with Army of Darkness Hack Slash, gravy. Lone Ranger, gravy. Shadow Now, turkey. Battlestar, gravy. Dark Knights, we'll go with turkey with gravy. Noir, we'll go with turkey with gravy. And Mockingjay, we'll go with, it's still that turkey with gravy, but again, it's turkey that knows it's turkey. And here you go, gamers. See this? I'm tapped out. I'm done. Thank you, and enjoy the rest of your everything until next week.